But I moved on that one. I'll probably laugh down. Yep. Well, oh my God, I can't believe this. I cannot believe it. Anyway, if you guys are here, I'm so sorry. I'm not this late. Literally, actually doing a recording, and the recording is because we were offline. I was offline. It's not we. It's not even his fault at all. But literally offline, and so I don't even know what you guys are seeing because we did like three recordings. And so if you are here, Kia Denae, Musical Tati, Karen T, everybody else who joins, this will be a recording because, yeah, I'll have an edited video for you guys. I went through my top 10 books for the year in no particular order, and then something got edged out. So, yeah. Anyway, I don't know. I'm just a little, we were just sitting here talking and I said, okay, my internet's working now. So I'm going to go live. So I'm live. But let me take a drink because we've been talking. Where's your glass? Did you finish? No. Well, since we are live, this is my friend Robert, and he's an artist, and we work together at that place I told you that I'm never going to tell y'all where I work. Stop being nosy. Don't let it slip. Anyway, we're actually talking about art. We're talking about books. This is Art Books Live, right? So welcome to it. If you're new and you're just tuning in, or you're going to watch this recording, please forgive me for not being on at 9 p.m. because, again, I had internet issues, and I'm still having internet issues. If this happens to cut off, that's why. So you'll have like a little short recording if it just chops off. And we're still live. So, and we're still green, and we're still streaming. Oh my gosh. And there are 2 people watching. I'm so sorry if it's Kia Denae. Kia Denae is like always the first person that's on. So I'm always welcoming her first. And then KT and Alicia and everybody else starts to join in. But you guys, I'm sorry. If like I said, it could go out anytime. So you guys are going to cut me. It could cut me off, basically. So I've already talked a little bit about art and the type of art he likes to do. We also talked about a couple books. You guys are going to see it in the edited video, so we're not going to rehash. So anyway, if you are here, and since you are here, there are 2 people watching now, just say hello. You guys know how we do it. If you have a Booktube channel and you are in the chat room, then say hello. Hi, those are my people. I'm so sorry. So Kia Denae, see, I told you. Hello, Kia Denae, and that's Musical Tati, which we actually talked about you today, Tati. And I actually said I was going to get something for you. So I'm not going to spoil it. You just have to watch the recorded video. And again, I apologize for being late. Hi, Comfy Cozy Up. This is the sharpest girl on Booktube. I'm sorry, I'm going to give her that one. But anyway, she just looks like a model. She has an amazing blog, and she has an amazing channel. And I watched about 3 or 4 of your videos yesterday after I got off of work. I think it was yesterday. So check my likes. I don't know, but you're in my liked thing for watching you back to back. I wasn't stalking you. This is Booktube. This is what we do. We relate this way. And so hi, and so let me read what they say because this is how we do it. But Kia Denae says hello, and she says, and Musical Tati says, hey Denise, I'm probably gonna fall asleep in a second. I know, right? Because we're usually 9 to 10 or 9 to 10:30. And Kia Denae, she says hello to Kia Denae. Hello, I'm still up. Yay! That's Comfy Cozy Up. Tati is like yawning. Thank you. You're very welcome. And Kia Denae says, Tati, hello there. So you guys, just to, let me see what we're seeing here. There's no John Coltrane tonight because I'm afraid to even touch what I'm touching there on, and we've actually moved. So you can like see the top of my Marge Simpson hair. Anyway, I've thrown the books on the bed. So I'm not going to get up and go over there. So you're just going to have to watch the recorded video. So I think it will be nice, and hopefully my internet will allow me to do this tonight. Let me, you know, get my life together. But anyway, me and Robert are going to talk about some art, and I actually tricked him into wanting to do a collaboration piece. Because, like I said, we work together, but, you know, we don't get to talk because people, I mean, we're working. You know, I don't like to talk about 2 people too much at work anyway. Just the highs and buys and the kind of things, and just leave me alone, let me do my job. And that's just, unfortunately, that's the side of you guys the side of me that you guys don't see. But I am that person. You guys know I'm pretty much an introvert. I'm in my gosh darn bedroom half the time making videos. I mean, like, I don't go nowhere. And when I do, I take you guys with me, like to book festivals and so forth and so on. And hopefully a lot more art things. I was supposed to do that this year, but you guys know I chickened out, and not really chickened out. I just wasn't ready to show what I'm working on. I just wasn't ready to do it, and I just didn't feel like it. So anyway, we are actually going to talk about a collaboration piece, and I'll just title this with special announcement because you guys know that I am not, yeah, it's still live. I can't believe it. Can you believe it? The whole time we did the recording, I kept looking at it to see if it was going to go and put me back on the internet. It's just been going in and out. And you guys, the whole time. I mean, we have an hour. I told him I usually go on for an hour. So be prepared to do a recording for an hour. We did that. The whole time I was offline. So now that we're online, welcome to it. I'm sorry. But anyway, so what was I going to say? Oh, about the announcement. So you guys know, and I didn't even do a proper introduction, but this is Booktube Live. Do you see anything different? Do you see it? Do you see it? No, but anyway, this is my Booktube Live shirt. How cool is that? Remember I said I wanted to show you guys something that I got in the mail? This is what I got in the mail, You like it?
Yeah, I like it.
It's dope, right? And it sits my girls pretty good. Okay, anyway, so he said, wow, hey, this is my shenanigans. This is what I do. This is how it is. And I got my black and white earrings to go along with my black and white Booktube Live shirt. You guys know these are my favorite colors. I'm basic. Why? Actually, not really basic. I'm pretty extraordinary. So anyway, we're going to talk about that, just a little bit about the god dang 2018 blackout. Hashtag reading blackout, hashtag read so lit. If you guys watched the last video, I put all the hashtags in the title, so you guys are pretty familiar with it. And thank you guys so much for doing videos about the blackout 2018. I so appreciate it. So as you guys know, I'm doing 52 books, 1 book a week, right? And 52 paintings, 1 painting a week. And so I figured since I'm getting a little too juicy, I would lose 52 pounds in 1 year. That's my special announcement. Welcome to it. Applause. Louder. Louder. Anyway, what's your name?
Robert.
Can you hear him? Kia Denae is gonna let us know if you can actually be heard.
Okay.
So oh, she's clapping. So she says, thank you. And then I'm loving the shirt. I love it too. I'm so happy. And I will reveal to you guys who makes my t-shirt and also some shirts to come. So I will have, that's another announcement, and I'm just going to do some spoilers for things that I'm actually planning on doing because I'm so hyped about the Blackout 2018. And it's not like I've never went through a whole year of reading nothing but African American authors. It's just that I'm not trying to read diverse at all because I've never attempted to read diverse. I just read what I read, and I just happen to read a lot of diverse books because I'm a grown woman, and I feel like it doesn't matter, but yet it matters. And so black writers matter, right? So that's all. It's all about love, and for the people who are winning Nobel Prizes, Pulitzer Prizes, and then the Independent Writer Series that I'm continuing on during the Blackout 2018 and actually taking off my glasses because the light is getting on my last nerve. I'm saying we just did an hour. Are you tired? You not? For real? You good? Can he be heard? Because he speaks like real loud. This is Booktube. You're going to have to raise it up. Okay. But anyway, so I figured I would do a collaboration piece. So Robert is going to help me do a piece of art next year. He's black. I'm black. It's the blackout. No, anyway. Like Alan Janae said, I'm blackity black, black, black. So we're going to make it all black. And if you're white, yellow, green, brown, please join in the celebration of who we are as African Americans by way of the diaspora. That's all I'm reading next year. Not Africans from Africa, Africans from Canada, because I read a lot of those already. And one of my favorite books this year was from, I'm not going to tell you, But Tati knows. Tati's read it, and she knows. So, anyway, with all that said, oh, thank you. She said it sounds clear. Thank you. And I'm kind of hollering because I'm trying to, make sure that you can actually hear me just a little bit. There's no John Coltrane tonight. So sorry, Paul Bright. So sorry. Who else likes the music? Whoever likes the music. Thank you so very much. I'm so sorry. We've been drinking wine. I'm just a little drunk. No, I'm not.
I hope not.
I'm not. Y'all know I'm crazy.
Right, you can crash right over there.
I can crash. I know, because there's my bed. I'll be knocked out in a minute. But I'm not one of those sleepy drunks.
Okay.
Have you ever gotten drunk and just fell asleep?
Mm-mm.
No? What kind of drunk are you? We're talking about books, but this is Booktube Live. We can talk about whatever Denise wants to.
I let it roll.
You let it roll. He said he let it roll.
Yeah.
We'll talk about just a little bit of what we were talking about on the recordings, because I really do want to upload the recording. I really like what we were talking about. And so, anyway, I'm not a fan of this dude. 50 Cent. And we were talking about some of the most recent books he read. And he read a book that 50 Cent wrote. And truthfully, as we were talking about it, I think I'm more intrigued to read the 50 Cent book. And I was talking about Morgan Gell reading Gucci Mane and how she made me want to read Gucci Mane. And so we were talking about that. So when he was talking about it, I'm thinking 50 Cent is just going to go off on people and he's just going to be trolling and just be acting a butt, whatever. Ending folks' careers like he did Ja Rule, just being bad. Talking about Vivica and how she owed and everything after you done what you did. Oh, wow. And then just left, whatever. But they actually did a video, an interview together just recently, and they were getting along. I don't know if I could have forgiven him. I mean, I know you're supposed to forgive. I do know this. But there was just certain things about him that is just so trashy. Like, he just wants to hurt people or bring them down. And so Robert tells me that the book is not even like that. Like, he doesn't talk about Ja Rule.
Not at all.
He doesn't talk about Vivica.
Not at all.
That's my not at all man. But anyway, so what did he talk about? Just briefly, because we already did a video.
Okay, he talked about just how corporate and street mentality runs parallel.
Most definitely.
Yeah. So, and we talked about capitalism a little bit.
Yeah.
So.
Good old 50 Cent. Good old goddamn 50 Cent. Capitalism and life struggles. No Vivica, no Ja Rule. Maybe he's turned another leaf. I don't know. Maybe he's different. Has he grown up? Does it sound like he's grown up and not mean or mad anymore? Because he just seemed mad all the time to me.
It seemed like he made it seem like it was a reason behind him being mad. Yeah. Like he wasn't a bully like you would think. He was placed.
He was placed to be a bully?
Yeah, he was placed
to defend himself.
Yeah.
And then after he defended himself,
and then it just,
he started beating up on folks and ending folks' careers. Because I'm telling you, Ja Rule was like up there. I done seen him in concert twice. He was up there. And then he went down. And 50 Cent ended his career. And so, yeah. So I didn't think that I would ever...
And he compared it to corporate.
Yeah, I like that. Because America, good old US of A, we're a bunch of corporate bullies. We bully everything. I don't care what president's office, they've all killed folks. Innocent folks. And, we could talk about that forever. Yeah. So if 50 Cent is talking about corporate and, relaying his struggles and what he's done to corporate America, I mean, look how corporate America became corporate America on the backs of other people. So the money train is still long in America for those who started the mess in the first place. So I can't blame 50 Cent. Awesome back, 50. Awesome body. Awesome. Anyway, that's that. So what else? So we were talking about art, and how many pieces of art do you think you do in 1 year?
I haven't did the 52 yet.
I haven't did 52 yet either.
Okay.
But the thing is, I've never counted before.
Me
but
neither.
There was a time when I used to, like when I first moved here, because when I started most of my painting in Florida. And so I used to paint every day when I came home from work and stay up until 4 o'clock in the morning, take a shower, go to bed, and be at work at 8 o'clock. That's a lot of paintings.
But if I counted the ones I gave away.
Gave? Yeah. I don't do that.
I mean, I have friends
I'm 50 cent about that. I don't do that. No.
Like if I didn't like, it's like people like the ones that I don't like. So, but you know how you scribble something, I don't like, you want to crumble up and throw it away. They like that.
Yeah, I guess.
It's like, I don't want it.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I think I've traded before. Actually, and I regretted it for years because I was at an art show and it was another artist, and to this day I don't have the thing. It was a gourd. It was really beautiful, and she made these gourds, and you could get the stuff out of it, and she painted on them, and they were just beautiful. And she was a white female, and one of them had all these beautiful African faces on it. I mean, they looked like me, big lips, big nose, everything. It was beautiful. And she wanted a painting that I did. She kept coming over to my tent, like, on her little artist breaks. Artists, this is some serious hard work. You have to get all your stuff, your art, protect it and cover it and do all this stuff. Put it in your vehicle, take it out and unload and put up you have to do all this work. And then a lot of art shows don't even want you to bring somebody, like another artist. We do, like, because we're two artists, we couldn't sell up under the same tent. And our whole purpose might be to do it together to, number one, share the fun because it's expensive, and number two, to give each other a dang lunch break or a pee break, because you can't even, so if you're at an art show from 9 o'clock, because if the crowd is open up at 10 o'clock, so we got to be there at 9 o'clock, set up and ready. Crowd starts coming in at 10 a.m. Guess when the show is over? 9 p.m. Y'all know y'all been to art festivals. And do you ever think about your artist standing up and sitting down and talking to people all day? That's a job. Yeah. And you got to find somebody to relieve you so you can. And then you have to figure out which restaurant is not going to have a sign that says no public bathroom on it.
Yep.
That's how artists get treated. Now, a lot of these art shows that I go to that are $300, $400 something dollars, I don't participate. I'm not giving nobody's hustling me. I don't know, $340, $400 for the weekend, right? So, look at all those tents when you go to an art festival, $300, $400 just for 2 days, and sometimes more. Some art shows are now up to $487 just for 2 days. And you're looking around, you're going, all the streets are blocked down. That's a lot of money. Yeah. And then you have a musician on this corner, a musician on this corner, and most, not all, but most art shows, the artists pay and the musicians are free. Because they're going to draw a crowd too, but people are going up and down and looking at the art. And they wouldn't come out there if you closed down the street and it was just 4 bands on the street. But there's 400 artists, and all of them has paid somebody $300 and $400 something dollars. That's a hustle. And I thought about getting into that hustle one time, but then I was like, I'm an artist. I can do that to nobody. I could not do that to nobody. And so when I opened up my art studio, it was $100 per month, and you had a whole wall to yourself versus a little corner at a gallery for, $100 for 1 week or whatever. Because I was like, nah, I'm not going to do that. It was more like a co-op. But not everybody had the money to pay. So, how many paintings? We've talked about that. How many books have you read in 1 year? 50? Like 50 Cent?
No.
Let me see what they're saying. Hi, Onyx Pages! You are so beautiful, and I love your channel. She reads Nola. You've got me hooked on wanting to, and I can't wait to get her books. And I don't think I can read her for the Blackout because I did watch your channel and you had an interview with her and you talked to her, and I don't think she's from America. I'm learning a lot from you about Nola Hopkinson. She's a sci-fi writer. She's an African sci-fi writer. Not African American, but correct me if I'm wrong, Onyx. Hi, Alicia. Hi, pretty brown-eyed reader. I love Alicia's channel. Alicia's like so cool. Nalo. Is it Nalo or Naola? I'm sorry. Naloo. She's Jamaican. Thank you. And Comfy Cozy Up, you're Jamaican, right? That beautiful accent. And yes, she is amazing, Onyx. And I don't want to keep calling you Onyx if that's not your name, because I sent you a message, I think, on my other channel. And I think we were talking about cameras. That's what it was. And I almost asked you your name, but then I was like, well, maybe she doesn't want to give me her name because, you know, people upload and they'll put a different name. So I didn't feel like I should just ask you that, you know, whatever. But you can tell me here if you want to. I cannot believe we are still. You know what? If you just joined, I am late because my internet wasn't working. And if it cuts off, I'm sorry. But it's been cutting off all day, and all of a sudden it's nighttime. Maybe some people went to bed or something and got off the internet. I don't know what the problem was. But we recorded a whole hour something video to make sure that you guys got the same kind of feel. And it was fun. So I threw all my books on the bed, all my top 10, 12, I don't know. Even my current read is over there. Oh, no. I finished this today. I can show you something. It's right here. It's right here. And that's why I don't have a lot of books in my hand and talking about. But The Year of Yes by Shonda Rhimes. It's only, hold this for me, please. Don't be drinking my wine. Because there's witnesses. Okay? Thank you, Musical Tati. You got this. Tati done probably fell asleep. But Kia Denae, let me know if he drinks my wine. Because I don't drink after nobody and it'll be his. No, no, I'm just messing. My kids know that. I'm old school. My mother would never drink after us. And we always felt like we were like dirty dogs or something. And then I grew up and I was like, ooh, I'm not drinking after my kids either. Now I know what my mom's talking about. Putting all kind of junk in their mouth. You know how little kids do. They just rocks, feet, whatever, in their mouth. I ain't got time for that. So anyway, 6 CDs. I think I said there were 8. You guys, there's only 6 CDs in here. And I listened to CD number 3 times. And because there's a speech on there, she's not only the narrator for her own book, but you guys, and I'm not going to lie. I know I'm from Kansas. I don't have, you know, I grew up thinking I don't have an accent, right? And I'll be trying to fake like I'm from, you know, New York sometime. But who doesn't in America? Come on. But anyway, seriously, her Valley Girl, I mean, she's got this, I mean, I would play one, but this channel is monetized or whatever you want to call it, and I'll get a strike. If you have listened to this, people that have read it rate this a 5-star. I think I rated it a 4, but I think it is a 5-star. I'm not even going to lie, especially if I listen to one CD 3 times. It's, you know, she's the writer for Grey's Anatomy, Private Practice, and Scandal, and How to Get Away with Murder. My God! How to Get Away with Murder is my junk. Oh, anyway, hell yeah. You don't like that? How to Get Away with Murder? It's crazy. I ain't killed nobody yet. But show no, you know, I want to sometime. I hope we're still live. And let me see. Can you see it? Can you see that? Just see if we're still live. Yeah. That right there. You tell me, because I'm going to take off my glasses because there's just too much light in here. But you guys, this was really good. But what I was going to say about her voice is I had to kind of get over that. Like, literally, I put it in my car first. And because I had her errand to run. So I'm like, I'm going to crack this open. It's, you know, it's short. And so I started yesterday, and I finished it this morning. And I listened to one of them like at 1 o'clock this morning. I was just like, oh, this is so good. And I also painted a little bit, so I was listening to it while I was painting. This is so dang good. The only problem I do have with this listening on the audio, I kept thinking, how is it on the book? Because she kind of keeps saying the same thing over. Like, but the thing is, she's a writer. She knows how to hone in a point and like, and it's so freaking inspiring. Oh my God, every woman in the world should read this book. Black, white, Hispanic, Chinese, Japanese, Haitian, Asian, whatever. All of us. Every single last black, white person, brown, green, whatever. If we find some green people, if some blue people, whatever. We need to read this if you are female. So sorry, Robert, but no, but seriously, I think a man should read this. And then I definitely should. Yeah, because then maybe you guys would like be like, dang, man, they had it hard. No, I'm just joking. But seriously, this is really good. Can you tell? And did I even talk about this for one of my favorites? It's still 2017, and I don't even think, did I? Did I? Okay, well, I might have talked about this in the recording, but I really enjoyed it. But okay, what I was going to say about the narration. She's narrating, and she's got this Valley Girl voice, and she speaks just like that. And you kind of wonder, you know why Olivia Pope sounds like this, because she talks really, really fast. And then I'm not going to lie, people used to accuse me of talking like that. I'm from Kansas, okay? I'm I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. So anyway, Anyway, but she got it. She talks like a Valley girl, and she keeps saying she's from the Midwest. I'm like, where are you from? I know I'm from the Midwest, but girlfriend. So anyway, when I first put the CD in, I was like, whoa, oh God, I'm gonna have to listen to this whole 6 CDs of her talking like, oh my God, and then Becky said. Seriously, that's how she talks, like a Valley girl. And I'm not making fun of nobody, but those are the movies I watched when I was young. Okay, and yes, the names were Becky. So what I'm saying is, that's how she sounds. And I was like, oh, I don't know if I can deal with this right now, because sometimes a narrator is so soothing. For instance, I'm about to fall. Anyway, it's Bertice Berry. I'm listening to this right now. And pretty much done. Pretty much done. There's only like 4 CDs in this. Let me see. Yep, number 4. There's 4 CDs. That's it. So I think I've listened to CD number 2 twice. And I put it back, and I think I'm going to steal this and keep it on my, because it's very inspirational. I like Dr. Bertice Berry. She goes live on Twitter, and I hope you guys can see that. She goes live on Twitter, and she points her camera at, like, this scene in her backyard. And it's just like this swamp, this lake or something. It's all this grass and the, you know, the moss that's hanging from the tree. It looks like Florida. So since I lived in Florida for 16 years, it's a beautiful scene. And she's just talking, and she's got this music on the background, and she's very soothing and actually a really good listen. And so what I meant to say about Shonda Rhimes, as far as the issue that I had with this book, where she constantly hones in and makes her point, and she says the same thing over and over and over and over again, and it's just kind of like that. And that's how it sounds. So I'm thinking, how the hell would that read? And so yeah, I'm glad I listened, and I would that's highly recommended, seriously. And who am I to highly recommend something? I'm Booktube Live. I got a shirt and everything. Anyway, I'm going to see what you guys are saying, and hopefully we are still live. Yes, we are. Can I believe this? 10 people, Robert. So this is the crew. Okay. Again, this is my artist friend, Robert, and we're talking about art, and we're talking about books. We talked about his 50-cent book, and we're talking about...
my 50-cent book. Oh.
Yeah, you the only one got it? You are the only one. You probably the only one that read it and liked it. I'm like, oh, this is good. I'm going to read a 50-cent book. Hey. We were talking about that because I got that Tupac book over there.
My 50-cent book.
It's worth 50 cents. I know I'm just joking. Oh, I'm sorry.
Well,
50.
I mean,
he probably, see.
The writer is worth more than 50 cents.
You going to leave me hanging? Because I like his book. I'm sorry. Okay. They said hi, Robert. See, this is how we do. So Onyx Pages says crew. Hi, Robert.
How you doing,
and she's just gorgeous. And I love listen to her talk about books. And Tati said, yes, ma'am. So she ain't sleep. Oh, goody. Tati. She said hi or hey. Oh, I'm missing somebody. Okay. I thought I missed somebody. I'm sorry. Y'all know I'm bad. Onyx Pages said, hi, Denise. Nalo. Okay, so that's where I stopped. She's Jamaican. She's amazing. Nalo. Okay, Nalo. And Comfy Cozy says yes. And my name is... That's her name. She just blessed me with her name. That's a beautiful name. Is it Najeri? It's N-J-E-R-I. Would you pronounce it Najeri?
You say N-J.
N-J-E-R-I. Najeri? You know I can't hear you, girl. You're so pretty. I like watching her channel. She's very young. Yes, I can say that because I'm 52 up in here. So she's very young. She's very wise. I like her passion in books. Like every time you find a new booktuber, or just like artists, because I look up an artist every single day. I watched several documentaries today while I was cleaning up my room, and I'll have it on, and then I was listening to Bertice Berry, and then there was a moment, and sometimes when you listen to audiobooks where it's really good, like I sat down. Like I just sat down. I stopped what I was doing, and I just sat down and I listened. And
so you can do the audiobooks.
I used to couldn't. My daughter to this day, she's like, Mom, I can't do it.
It just seems like untraditional. Like
yeah. Like, but like I feel that way
like
about ebooks.
Read to and just
yeah. You don't want to be read to like a child. No, I understand. Believe me, because I needed a physical book. Okay. There was a time in my life, and I'm so young. This is like years ago. Young. Like Onyx Pages. No, like Najiri. I'm gonna keep picking on you because she's so young, and you're probably not that young. It's just black don't crack. I'm just saying. You're probably 16, or she's probably 25, looks 16, but she does look young. And I like her passion. That's what I was saying. Their passion for books, and something that I haven't read. Like Tati makes me want to read more magical realism type of stuff, especially written. Like I love Octavia Butler, which is like one of the phenoms of sci-fi writing, and she's a black female. And just recently on Twitter, they shared her. Oh, we're still on. They shared her like notes where she said, "I'm going to be this great writer" and all this stuff. She wrote this like years ago before, and
Oh, wow.
and many people are going to write. Don't quote me, but many people are going to read my books and all this stuff. This is something that she projected for herself. She had like this vision board, and it was in a journal like we all used to do. We talked about journals on this channel before on Booktube Live, and how when Oprah talked about her journals, writing all the time, and Tyler Perry saw Oprah and he liked that idea and he started writing them down. His writing became plays, and the rest is history. So if you want something, that kind of thing, keep feeding it back to yourself, and that's what journaling does for a lot of people. But so anyway, I love your passion, and you're talking about books, and I like that there's so many of us booktubers, and even if you want to call us Black Booktube, because we are, and on purpose. Or on purpose black. We didn't just happen to be. We're on purpose, that kind of a thing. But I like all the different flavors. And for doing the blackout next year doesn't mean it's just this one train of reading. Like there's only this one slave literature next year for the blackout. We're going to be talking about getting down and picking them holes and getting them and pulling that cotton. We're not. No. It's going to be in them books. Because the black experience is still in that thing, and you're still trying to come out. You're still, there's still injustices. So there's still going to be some of that in literature, but that's not all it is. I mean, there's the Nalos, there's the Octavia Butlers. There's so many different types of people. There's my man Percival Everett, which can write about anything. If you've never read a Percival Everett book, and you read one, and then you don't like it, or you really love it, and you pick up another book and go, what the heck is this? Is this a Western? Yeah. And then you pick up another one of his books, and it's a goddamn Greek tragedy. And you're like, who is he? He's a college professor. After I read the first book that I fell in love with, Erasure, I freaking called him because his number was on the internet. That's how deep this dude is. He's so smart. I blind called him, and then I got all kind of chicken because his secretary, it was the school that answered, because and she goes, "Oh, did you want to speak to Professor Everett?" And she goes, "He's on sabbatical," and I was like, she was gonna let him talk to him. I mean, he was there. I mean, I literally couldn't believe it, and now. No, I mean, I talked to her. She told me he was on sabbatical. She told me when school comes back, when he would be there. I mean, it was just a short conversation, but she was so, like, really going to let me talk to him if he was there. I couldn't believe it. Like, and so, y'all know, when I read Sister Soldier's first book, no disrespect, I sent her an email. She sent me an email back. I read the Codis.
Sister Soldier.
Right here. It's a nonfiction. So this is what he's asking about. So, hi 13 people. And let me scroll down, you guys, for Tati gets on me. And Octavia, rest in peace. Yes, ma'am. And don't you just, I don't know, Octavia Butler was way before her time. And then for her to write about science fiction. And when I read Parable of the Sower, I'm not going to get as down on the, I could tell where my books are. They're like right down there. But Parable of the Sower and Parable of the Talents, when I read those, the young girl in the story is so wise and forward thinking that it made me keep thinking, dang, I was dumb when I was young. Jesus! I'm still kind of, not all there, but I'm just saying, her characters are so, it's almost not, like it's not sci-fi. Like, because I was kind of like, I don't want to be all up in somebody else's world, in the clouds and the aliens and all that, because that's what I thought about sci-fi. And Octavia Butler made me realize what sci-fi could be, what sci-fi truly is, through her eyes. And then reading Binti by Nnedi Okorafor, and it's freaking rocked my world. I was just like, I love this. But Octavia Butler, I have October for Octavia Butler month, and so I'll read an Octavia Butler book during October. So she's cool as I don't know what, and it's not sci-fi like you think like Star Wars and, you know, laser guns and Kindred, slave story / you know, there's the black and white couple. The woman gets snatched back in history, and she's like in slave times. Her white husband at one point gets snatched back too. And that was like one of my favorite parts when they came back home, because like when she found out how she could. I'm sorry if there's spoilers, so I can't tell you. Anyway, no. Anyway, how they get back home, and then when he went and came back, what happened to him after he saw this experience and what was happening, he was blown. Like, how in the heck are we just living day to day kind of a thing? I freaking love that book. I love Octavia Butler. Rest in peace indeed, Onyx Pages, Najiri. And Binti, yes, I love Buddy reading that with Alicia. I watched you guys, and I really enjoyed it. And I hope you guys do more, seriously. And I hope you do the whole series. That would be cool. If you guys haven't done it or talked about it or whatever, I would watch it. I loved it. And Tati says, I lost my arm on my last trip home. What? What? Explain, Robert said. She said, I lost my arm on my last trip home. Are you okay? For real? That's kind of scary. Kindred is a graphic novel too. Yeah, I saw the graphic novel, and it looks really pretty. I think I saw it on Ella Janae's channel, and it was after I read it. So I started seeing the Kindred, and I was hoping, seriously hoping, that when the graphic novel came out, that people weren't just going to read the graphic novel, because it's not going to be like the book, and it's not going to put everything in it. At least I didn't think so. But I do want the graphic novel as a collector's item, so it can go along with, you know, that's something I would reread. I would reread Kindred next, you know, for the Blackout 2018. Definitely reading more Octavia Butler next year. So, Tati, please explain. And she's laughing. That's not funny. Skinny girl, fat hair. Okay, skinny girl, fat hair. She's in the house. Skinny girl, fat hair. I remember saying one time to her, I said, Aisha, you could put your camera on your hip and I would watch. I mean, just do anything, because she's just fascinating. And she has a line, and my jewelry is over there, and I can't get up and go get it. But she has locks, and she makes lock jewelry. You saw me put it on Instagram. See, he knows you, skinny girl, fat hair. Yeah. And she's just the bomb.com, and I just love her, and I'm going to buy some more. And I kind of went to her website, skinnygirlfathair.live, I believe it is, for fat hair jewelry. She's freaking sold out. Dude, I can't get no more magic for my hair. And so I gotta wear the ratchet hair. Can't put no skinny girl fat hair jewelry in it. And when I take it down, I was like, let me go and get I want the purple one. Because she had a purple one that had the clip. It's gone. She sold out. The whole page is gone. So now she's got to work on another line. Skinny girl fat hair is in the house. I love it. And then everything is sold out. I know. Tati, please explain. Okay. She's horrible about scrolling up, y'all. Oh, did I miss it? See, I'm sorry, Tati. We over here thinking she got an arm and a leg missing. I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm sorry. Wait a minute. You don't have to go, do you? Because, you know, if the internet cuts off, it's been doing this all day and coming back, and I'm just happy that it's on now. And there's 14 of you. Hi, 14 people. And hi, Nicole, who will be watching afterwards. And there's no John Coltrane tonight, because I guess I could pull it up, but I'm scared to touch the internet right about now. So anyway, I'm trying to... Oh, a quote from Kindred, Onyx Pages. Oh! I lost my arm on my... Okay. Was I supposed to say that out loud because I didn't want to give no spoilers? And I sure didn't pick it up because I'm old. And y'all know how my memory is. But yeah, that's one of my favorite books of all time. So Hey, Aisha. Pretty brown eye reader. You know, I have to do this, Aisha and Alicia, because they'll just be thinking I'm talking to my computer. So that is Aisha and Alicia talking to each other, and so that's why I went there. And she goes, "Oh, she's laughing at me now, Onyx. Okay, okay, that's okay." No, I'm just joking. But anyway, okay, it's the first line. It's not a spoiler. Good. I'm so freaking weak. You laughing at me? Hi, Dawn. And if you're old, then so am I. Well, we old, and we're just gonna be old buddies together. And Dawn's been watching the channel for a long time, so I don't really like, you know, subscribers to me are like buddy friends. I hope you got my message, Dawn. I sent you and several of my new subscribers some thank you letters, messages. I didn't write a letter. It was on the internet, on YouTube, just thanking you guys for being here and hoping that, I mean, I know there says 966 subscribers, but you know there's only 12 people in the chat. I'm just saying, where y'all at? Like Aisha said, where y'all at? But anyway, I love the people that come in here and come and go because you can do as you please. And there's loads of videos for us to watch. And as you guys know, my favorite vlogmas right now is still KT's. I am going to miss you so bad. Vlogmas is where booktubers or any YouTubers do a video every single day. I did Blog Timber, so I did a video every single day, and that's actually why I started going live, because I was tired of editing and my computer got full. I got too much videos on there. There were my grandkids and stuff. I can't delete. Like today, I knew you were coming, so I was like, I'm going to get that message during the recording that my computer is too full, delete some stuff. So I deleted some stuff, you guys. And now the live is working and I didn't have to delete nothing. So yeah. Oh, I didn't mean to hit you that hard. You see, I can fight. I'm just saying. I told y'all before, don't mess with me. Y'all don't know.
I was trying to protect.
I'm just thank you. Anyway. So, see, that's where we are. You see the lag. The lag is real. Okay, so there we are. So I just want to see what you guys are seeing. I'm sorry, Robert. I didn't mean to hit you. But anyway. I'm gonna drink my wine. Is yours gone? Okay, but you don't like it?
I do like it.
Okay, it's not as good as the last one, Tati. When I had the Woodbridge, that's what it was. Woodbridge, and it was like a sweet, like you said, was it Moscato or whatever?
Okay.
It was so like smooth. It was like drinking something very sweet. Because, you know, this is more alcoholic. That's why I like it. And I put ice in yours. I didn't mean to.
Yeah. This one.
Is it nasty? Yeah, because mine tastes like water, and it's still strong. Still got bubbles, so it's still kind of strong. You know, I'm a weakling at that. But anyway, are you in the shot? No.
I'm not in the shot.
There you go.
Okay.
Thank you. I appreciate that, because it's Booktube Live, and I got on the t-shirt to prove it. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy the actual video when I do get it up. If the internet keeps acting right, maybe I will edit it tonight. Oh, but I got some other footage that I need to, so it won't be up tonight and I have some other footage because I did a video recording with several different angles. You guys know I like that kind of a thing. So I got three different angles. One there, and over here.
Right.
So we got 3. And so he stuck it out. And he's actually sticking it out, and it's 10:37, and it's time. I think we got on here about 9:48. So we're almost an hour. Oh, actually, it'll tell me how long. It will tell me. Oh, 43 minutes. So I was lying. Well, it's close to an hour. It's close. Being that we've been sitting here for like a dang hour, my butt hurts. I'm tired. And I need to put some more ice in my drink. And y'all want to sit around here and talk about books and stuff, and there's 12 people. What's really going on? Y'all ain't got no family to be visiting at the damn holidays. Who done reads? Oh, I can tell you what. I can tell you what. Hold on. Goodreads. You guys, how many people, please tell me, because you know there's a delay. How many people have met their Goodreads challenge? Tell me, and I'll pull up mine on my phone whenever I can find it. But you talk about this. I'm just joking, but seriously, did you ever listen to her music?
No, but I've seen some interviews on her. So
she's
and my
badass.
Mom used to joke about her. I mean, not like that, not bad jokes. It was just she would use her like as a reference.
A reference, like when she was talking about what like some bad behind.
Like, who you think you are, Sister Soldier?
Who you think you are, Sister Soldier? I might have to use that one. Go, Mama.
Yes.
Oh yeah, but I love that. And what I liked about it was that was the first Sister Soldier book that I read, and I'm supposed to be getting my phone, which is right here. So that's the first Sister Soldier book I read. And yes, I used to live in the East Coast in New Jersey, and so literally when I lived in New Jersey, I hate to say this, but that's when Trump was there and trying to own up all the casinos. But anyway, back in the day, Diddy, as y'all call him, we called him Puffy.
Okay. Puffy
was like not as huge as he is now, of course. And then, of course, when their music was at a peak with Biggie and everybody, and Faith is, from Florida, actually from Dade City, where my husband is from. I'm just joking. The ex.
Oh,
anyway. No, but she's from Dade City, Florida. Okay. And Dade City is this little town, and it's cute and everything, but I mean, okay, I can see why she ain't went back. No, I'm just joking. Any Dade City, Florida people in there, I love Dade City. You know why? It's crunk as I don't know what. Okay. But it's like Florida's beautiful everywhere to me. It's like waking up in paradise all the time. And I got my glasses on. You're probably seeing glare the whole darn time. I'm sorry. My glasses are more glare than yours. Because, I used to pay the extra money to get that non-glare. And as I got older, I was like, no, ain't this what old ladies do? They just look annoying with their glasses on. So I'm going to look annoying, whatever. So I'm going to roll with it. I'm almost dead. I'm almost in the ground. So anyway, morbid. Anyway, what was I talking about?
Don't start bucket lists and stuff.
I am.
No.
Like, Robert, how young are you? Like, I'm bucket listing because I'm old. I'm 52, so I know I don't have 52 more years. My mother passed at 67. Her mother passed at 45. My mother's first niece, who's her only brother, she had a small family, but a big family outside of just her siblings. But they didn't live that long.
But you eat your vegetables and stuff.
I mean, a whole bunch of stuff.
Okay.
I mean, a whole bunch of stuff. Just so you maybe roll back now. You don't see my rolls. You can see the evidence. No, y'all seen me before. Because y'all know I don't care. I'll come on here with no makeup and be walking around jelly roll and everything. I don't care. Actually, I do. So that's why next year, 52 pounds got to be gone. But anyway, what were we talking about? The bucket list. Oh, I got a bucket list of books. No, seriously, I'm not even going to lie. Okay, so being 52, and any of you older people in the house, and let me just, yeah. I'm hella shiny. We've been up here in this chair for now 2 hours. My makeup is about to say, hey, this is not Fenty. You ain't got all damn day.
No.
Seriously. Anyway, what was we talking about? The bucket list. Okay, that's what I was going to say. Books. Nalo. Okay, Onyx. Najiri. When I watch booktubers channels, KT, Musical Tati, Dee, Alicia, Skinny Girl Fat Hair and her manga, because DJ was a manga head. And I actually read a couple of them. I actually used to watch the TV shows with him. Alicia, if you're still in the house. Aisha, if you're still here. He got me hooked on the book note or book something. Have you ever seen? Do you ever watch manga?
Watch what?
And Freeform Lady is all up in the manga right now, and she got her Skinny Girl Fat Hair jewelry before the sell out. But anyway, at least I got one. But I want more, Aisha. But book note is like I think a manga. What is it, DJ? Death Note. So sorry, I'm talking about books. Book note, Death Note, whatever. We talking about death lists and book lists and dying and bucket whatever. So anyway, it's called Death Note. He got me hooked on that. Like it was really good. And so I haven't read any manga. I think the most graphic thing that talking about Stephen King. I read Stephen King, The Gunslinger, years and years ago. And then I read the graphic novel, and this year again I read The Gunslinger again. So I've read that 3 times. So I kind of don't count the graphic novel as the third read because it was different. The art was so beautiful. That's why I wanted to read it. So anyway. Y'all know how to. So anyway, okay, bucket list of books. That's what I was gonna say. That's why I mentioned Nigeria, is because, and all the other booktubers, when they show something that I'm really interested in or they're so passionate about, then I start to get a little sad because I like so want to read it, right? And I'm thinking, if I didn't, because I've read a lot of the books that I own, but not I mean, I still have a lot of brand new books, and you know, all those books over there, I mean, they're double stacked. I have not read all those books. And then I got a stack of library books. Why? And I'm still going to be buying more books next year. So my bucket list gets a little scary when I meet all these other new booktubers and they're talking about their love for this person and that person, this author and that writer. Because I know that I'm not going to have another 52 years. If I only read 65 books a year, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to be able to do it, you guys. So that kind of gets me a little sad. Really, Robert?
Yeah, you don't know.
My books are coming out every day. There was a 15 of them just dropped right now today, I'm sure. Like babies. Somebody died, a baby's born. Somebody's book gets trashed, and we talk about it. It's a 1 or 2 star, and then a 5-star is on the press right now. And I'm not going to be able to read every book.
I just want to do it.
But see, did you hear him? Because I didn't. What did you say?
I said some are digital.
Some are digital. I know. Oh, that's when you were saying about the audiobooks and how you don't, you know, somebody reading to you. I got hooked on it because of the painting. And I always need to be fed a story. So there's a lot of audiobooks that I just can't listen to. Like I told you guys before, I need a good narrator.
Yeah, and what I'm saying. What about the
like I fell in love with certain like not fell in love, but you know what I mean, like just really like Ari Flykos. If you've never heard a book read by him, you're going to enjoy it. He is phenomenal. The thing is, when you get a good narrator, you start looking them up. And I think the lady that did Bonnie Turpin, she's another good narrator. And the guy who did Will Durant's one of my favorite books of the year, The Philosophers. Freaking amazing. It was like watching 60 Minutes. And you know how soothing their voices are. That's all I'm saying. So get a little audio in your life and work on your cars and do whatever you do. Anyway. We're talking about cars right now. So what do you like about working on cars?
It's just it doesn't.
It doesn't suck.
I mean, it's just, I don't know, it's just, it's occupied.
It's occupied?
Yeah,
it keeps you occupied. It keeps you busy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have not, actually I'm lying. I was going to say, I don't think I would ever be one of those type of person that works with tools or something. But remember, I was just telling you how I put all the frames together on my paintings. And that one right there is thick. I mean, I went out and bought me a drill. I got drill bits. I know about some stuff. Yeah. And when I had my house, of course, I had a set of drums, I could be drilling at 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning, putting frames together and ready to paint and listening to my audiobooks. And so it's like always feeding a story, working with my hands. And, you know, so I was just doing multitasking. And so those type of tools, if it's art, like the hammer, I mean, I staple that staple gun is loud as I don't know what. But you know, I don't even care about the neighbors. I just really don't, because I got to do what I got to do, because I'm 52 years old and I ain't got another 52 years. And I got books to read and listen to. So goodbye, you guys. I hope you enjoyed our little chat. I'm so sorry that we had to, you know. Are we still recording? Is the internet still on? Let me see. Oh, it is. You know what? Maybe I should just do internet at night. I don't know. I don't know what happened. But let me go and see what you guys are saying. There's 14 people. And where are you guys? Oh, everybody's off. Are you guys off for the holidays? Are you guys cooking? Are you enjoying your families? Are you reading during the holidays? Because sometimes your reading can stop a little bit. I'm sure I was going to talk about several things, and I didn't finish my sentences or clearly complete my thought process. Because that's just how it is when you're live. You just, you know, you're just spastic. At least I am. Anyway, check the narrator of A Brief History of Selling. Tati, thank you so much. Thank you. I got you. Right here. Okay. I'm going to talk about it, and Tati, and you guys know, let me show y'all. Okay, you can see it. This is the book I own. I've been reading this for months, probably 6 months, and I just keep putting it down. And my favorite character, because he writes it in characters, look. But this is the one I was saying, just all the cussing and the bad words I'm learning. Okay. And, you know, I'm not a prude. No, I'm not. I mean, I didn't cuss on the record. I didn't cuss here. But I'm trying to, you know, contain that. However, and it's not that the cussing, so I don't even know why I'm mentioning that. It's not that. It's just that I can't tell you what it is. And I double back. I was on 400 something, and I doubled back, and I was going to read this live one day, and I just was like, I'm just not feeling it, because I don't want to stumble on a cuss word and be you know, whatever. So anyway, it's really good, and it's very well written, and if you watch the recorded, you'll know that I love him. So anyway, and I'm so proud to own this book. I really am. This is a book that I just truly wanted, and I love it. Okay? I just had to get the audio from the library to help me finish it, because when I'm in an antsy mood and I need to paint and I really want to read the book and just like get through some more of the characters, and so I can finish this book. So I did. I went to the library and I got it. And today, Tati, I opened up the CD after I finished Sound Ride this morning. I was like, put the CD in. I was trying to catch up to where I was, and I was like, oh, I remember that. So I listened a little bit, and I was like, I don't want to hear it again. And then I caught up to almost where I was at. This is, let me show you how many CDs this is. But look at the book, how thick that book is, okay? And it's not that it's a big book, because my biggest book on Goodreads, that's what I was going to do, talk about Goodreads. Oh, Goodreads, I asked y'all that question. You got to be reminding me. Hey. He's supposed to be the help. No, I'm just joking. I'm just teasing you. Artists are supposed to help artists. That's what I meant. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. So let me see what, I'm talking about Goodreads. Oh, I got to scroll. Tati, I'm sorry. But y'all know how it is. Come be cozy up. Okay. I'm there. You still did good, Erica. Oh, there they are, the numbers. I need 24 out of 52 gold. Hi, Erica. And Dawn, sorry, better hopes. Uh-oh. I'm sorry. My bad. I have been hopes for next year. Oh, you have better hopes for next year, Dawn. I get it. And Skinny Girl Fat Hair, I didn't do the challenge this year. I'm going to get back on to Goodreads in 2018. Good, because I want to know the mangas and all that stuff. And I used to, would you have Manga Mondays? I think I was watching it, and then you stopped. And I got to learn your new family, or your beautiful family. And laugh out loud, Tati, I met mine. KT says she met hers. Girl, I'm so sure you did, because, man, she just be focused. And I'm not going to do one next year, Alicia says, Musical Tati. You're not going to do one, Musical Tati, next year? Well, see, I've already, you know, I'm planned on 52. Hopefully I get through some more, but I'm planning on trying to stick to just 52 so that I can actually focus on the paintings also. So, and I've already done more than 52 this year. I haven't met my challenge. That's what I wanted to tell you guys yet. I'm at 54 out of 65. So I usually do 65 before when I wasn't counting. And then I would think about it. I was like, oh, I'm always reading about 60 to 70 books. And then as I got older, it dropped to 65 consistently. And now I've only got 54, and I got some more days to go. So hopefully I'll get like 60. And we'll see. And maybe I'll just sit down and read a whole bunch of children's books and clock those suckers up. How about that? As you know, you can read about 5 or 10 children's books in one day. Two fish, blue fish. Right, one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. See, I just read a book. Oh, what I didn't put, and I didn't put this on my Goodreads, and maybe I should. Let me tell y'all what I did. And I did read this book this year, A Raisin in the Sun. I come home from work one day, and the movie was on. I'm like, stop, pause. I got my book off the shelf, Robert. And the book is the play. The play was on. It was the original, the OG one with Sidney Poitier, who I love, who I got a picture of on somewhere. Ooh, I took it down. Anyway, but y'all know I love Sidney Poitier. Read his book this year. And so I'm watching it, and I go get my book, and I read along with the play. I think I'm gonna chalk that one up to a read. How about you guys? Should I count it or not? Just let me know if that's cheating, because I was watching and you know, and I was even acting out the parts. Heck, I'm sorry, I read that book. Okay. Robert said, okay, I'm gonna count it. So anyway, so people have been, okay, so Don said not even close. Well, better time next year. I just hope you enjoyed the books that you did read. You don't, it's not like, you know, a race, because sometimes people think, oh, I'm so well read because I read 80 books and you've only read 20. Girl, boo. Bye. Just stop. Just stop. I bet you the person that read 20 books enjoyed the heck out of them books. Got more information. No, I'm just saying. If you read 80 to 100 books and you enjoyed and got a lot out of them, good. Kudos to you. I applaud you. I think that's amazing. But I also think it's amazing to read 20 books a year, or 15, or 5, if that's what you so do, because there's something that those other people are doing in life that you're not possibly doing, and that maybe you could learn something from. So all the judgment on numbers and whatever. And so maybe that's why you're not doing it next year, Tati. I don't know. But I've already mapped out that I'm doing 52. And that's my story, and I'm going to god darn stick to it. This is Booktube Live. But that's what I got to do. But anyway, you guys have had an hour and 55, 56, 57 minutes of our time. And, oh, Tati said ever. You're not going to do the Goodreads challenge ever. I hope that's what you're saying. You guys in the chat room know more of what you guys are talking about than I do, because I'm a little off the chain, because we've been sitting on our butts in these chairs and my booty's probably sweating, and I ain't got time for that. No, I'm just joking. Write a book about it. I'm sorry. But no, I'm really not sweating. I'm good, girl. Drink. Thank you. Is this mine? You got lipstick?
Yeah, you know it.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what's that? Did you smudge my lipstick?
No.
Did you touch the rim of my glass with your hands? Okay. Yeah, I had to get a mama on him, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, if you guys watch the recording whenever I put it up, you guys will know what other book Robert read. I swear. I swear.
Don't judge me.
Don't judge. Do not judge. I'm like, oh my God. I was like, I kept digging, trying to figure out what this book was about. I was like, oops. Maybe I should be digging. Because, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We're not going to talk about that, Robert. Not on the live.
A read is a read.
A read is, he said a read is a read. Exactly, like I said, 20 bucks or 50 bucks or whatever it's about. But anyway, oh, Donald Goins. Remember I was telling you about a book my son, he was like, Mom, you got that book? I was like, yeah, I got a Donald Goins book. My mom used to read Donald Goins. My mom used to read law books and everything, and Donald Goins, okay? So my mom was very well read. My mom got me hooked on Alice Walker, Langston Hughes, Toni Morrison, and Donald Goins, okay? So there you go. But then I had this book which walked away from my house because my son William couldn't believe I had this book. And it was called Pimp Iceberg Slim.
Iceberg Slim.
Yeah.
Okay. Which one though? I mean, he did.
It wasn't it called Pimp or
No.
something? I don't know what it was called, but I remember looking at the cover and my son wanted to read it. And every time I told you guys, every time I go over to my son's house,
So he got down on you. Took it with.
You talking about Mom?
Yeah.
What you know about this? I'm like, this dude is older than me, right? What you talking about? What I know? What you know about it? How do you know about this? Because I didn't have that on my shelf, and until my later years, because my mom had it, and I was like, man, Mom would be reading like. She go from Toni Morrison to a nonfiction book. She read the newspaper every single day, and I still think that's why I still subscribe to Essence and the New York Times, because I still like reading that stuff. She used to always have us read, and to make sure, because my mother's from Arkansas, so she would have us read the newspaper so we could properly enunciate. Okay, and I was like, okay, Mama, but what? You're from the South. And my mother had this really nice slow drag of a deep voice, and you could have never tell where she was from. She didn't have a southern dialect, and I don't know if people from the Midwest, because I can't hear it because I'm from the Midwest, I don't think we have this like really strong, like Texans. y'all gotta draw. Okay. Yeah, and yeah, like even when you hear Beyonce talk, you can still like hear that little step and go and stop and go thing that you guys have. It was pretty cool. But anyway, I don't have that. I fake it. Anyway. We're gonna go because yeah, I'm tired of sitting here. And I love y'all and everything, and I'm so glad. I am so happy that you guys came. If you are not subscribed to the other booktubers in the chat room, please go to their channels and subscribe. This is how we do it on Booktube Live, right? If you are not subscribed to me and you happen on this channel, please subscribe. We are doing the Blackout next year. We are doing Read So Lit next year. We are doing Booktube next year. If you are tired of making Booktube videos, please don't go and announce all your negativity. Oh, sorry. I got off on a tangent. No, I'm sorry. But anyway, those of you who love Booktube, continue to watch and make videos because I really enjoy it. And so many people out there that are watching you guys enjoy your channels. Keep it positive. Keep it light. Keep it loving. I'm 52 years old. I feel like I have every right to tell every single last one of you to stop being so negative about Booktube. It's a community reflects the world and what's going on. So stop being so surprised if someone is not reading as diverse of you as you are, or as much as you are, or anything as you are, because you are you. Okay, nobody be you but you. So think about that, about the same other person, and just cut it out. I'm 52 years old. I don't have another 52 years. And I thank God, because some of y'all get on my nerves. No, I'm just joking. Anyway. Yeah, I hope I would. No, I don't think I. Watching the Joan Didion, who's an amazing writer, watching her on Netflix be this really old, frail woman with all her mental faculties, even though it was a little bit slower than obviously when she was younger, but she's still so there. And she's recounting her story. I thought, man, I could live as long as Joan Didion. I think I'd be happy. I'd be somewhere trying to charcoal on some paint or something, listening to an audiobook because my eyes would be so terribly foggy that I can't read them. Okay, that's it. Bye, y'all. I love y'all. It was nice being here. It's an hour and 7 minutes. Bye, Tati. Bye, Onyx. Bye, Najiri. Should I say Alicia, Dawn. Oh, hi, Lena. We have a new person in here. Oh, it says message retracted. That's what I was telling you earlier. Tati don't play that. Let me take off my glasses again. We do not play that in here. It's a happy place. We love books. We just like to talk about books. We are tired of the negativity. We are so tired of it. Don't you have a place that you just want to go to sometime and just be so free of negative activity and trolling and all that? I mean, look at the country we live in. It's an amazing country. And it's got so many amazingly, ridiculously flaws and all that. So just put it down. Just stop it, because I wish everybody had a moderator like Tati and Kay, because we're just not having that. It's a happy place. And it's live, and you can come at me all you want to, but I'm not really sure you'd want to do that in real life. I'll just let you know that. So anyway, I love you guys, and okay, I'm sorry, Tati, for not scrolling up and getting everything. She's horrible about scrolling up, y'all. I saw that. Anyway, and Tatiana's arms are okay. Thank you, Najiri. And Pretty Brown-Eyed Reader, Alicia, Aaron, Erica, Alicia, Comfy Cozy Up, Skinny Girl, Fat Hair. I miss Michael Reed's in here, and I watched him. Oh, he had a really good, Najiri, he had a really good video on what type of cameras to buy and audio, and he has really great advice because he's a photographer. That's what we were talking about on my other channel. So thanks for that question. And Comfy Cozy Up said she exceeded her goals. Didn't have a Goodreads challenge, says Pretty Brown-Eyed Reader, who's Alicia. So if you keep hearing me say that back and forth, it's the same person. I just like to say Pretty Brown-Eyed Reader. And did you just say my skin was popping? Let me look at the mirror. Let me look. It's probably because I'm greasy and tired and sweating. Thank you. All right, you guys. Seriously, this time I'm going to go. I know I say goodbye all the time and end up, that's just my thing. It's hard to close out when people are still talking and still here and giving me their time. So Erica says the narrator's voice and animation will make or break a book for real. Most def. And I love listening to Bonnie Turpin. Most definitely, Kay. I'm going to get more of her next year because I like to look up narrators, like I just said. And seriously, I'm going to put some music on. Bye, you guys. Bye. Thank you. You're very welcome. I look at his video. Thank you. I'm glad you watched it. And he has a really good block timbre. And I think, yeah, he told me about it when he was in the chat room about the camera that I'm on right now. And I love it. I just don't know how to manage like the color because I got all this art in here. And I'm sure the colors are bouncing around. But I hope it looks good. And we are done. And I'm going to stop looking that way because my neck is hurting. We've been here for a long time. I'm so sorry for holding you hostage. Thanks for being my guest tonight. My featured artist for the day is Robert, last name Hawkins. Just like, there's an actor named Robert Hawkins. Yeah, like Jericho. There was this show called Jericho, and they were in Kansas, and it was like, the world was, a dystopian type of thing where everybody was gone and dead, and there was just these few people surviving, and he was really good, and he's got this beautiful accent. I think he's British, black man British, and his name is Robert Hawkins, or at least the character's name was. I don't know, but I know your name because I remember it because of Robert Hawkins. Anyway, so did you learn anything about your coworker tonight?
Not already.
So I'm no different? I'm no different at work?
That's work.
Exactly, but you'll never hear me talk at work.
No.
See, I don't play that at work. I'll be like, get in, get out. Y'all got me for this time. I'm not here to entertain y'all. It's work. Like he said. There you go. Work is work. I've been telling my kids that for years. Work is work. Do it and go home and live your lives. Thank you. I appreciate your presence. I really do. I really do. Good night, Columbus Moore. Good night, Paul Bright. Good night, Stephen Massey. Good night, Marlene Massey. Good night, Nicole. Good night, everybody that is in the chat room. You know who you are. Good night. You know I got to do the pictures and put them on Instagram. And we'll take some pictures together since he's already in the house. And he will be back to do a collaborative piece. And we'll talk about them little dirty books he haven't been reading. No, I'm just joking. I ain't going to put you out there like that. But you brought it up. I cannot believe you said that.
You read Iceberg Slam?
I did read Iceberg Slam. Okay. Even Steven. Obama out. All right, you guys. Bye. I appreciate it. Bye, you guys. I'm going to hit stop streaming. And it's going to ask me. I'm going to take off my glasses. Usually, this is the time I put on the Coltrane. You guys know, these are my favorite things. John Coltrane. Bye, you guys. Love you. And now I got to put my glasses on because I can't see. Bye.